Okay, math fans, today we are looking at rational exponents. That's right, those are called fractional exponents. So we're looking at fractional exponents, or fractions. All right, so first of all, our rule. This x to the 1 over n is actually this root, the nth root of x. We read this as the nth root of x. Now I put the 1 here because that's where this 1 is coming from. So this one and this one mean the same thing. Okay? I can't lose that one, but we certainly don't need that one. And now, if I had a fraction that's not a 1 at the top, so this is the root, there's the root, and then this is the leaf, as some people like to say. So this is the root, and then this is the power. Oh, power. P-R-W for power. Okay? So the nth root of x to the power of 1. The nth root of x to the power of m. Okay? Now another way of seeing it is this right here, although most of the time this is how we write it out. You can see this. Most of the time we write this. All right, now look at this. How do we say this? That's right, radical x, yes, but the official way of saying the square root of x. What's the number here that we don't, there's a number here that we don't see, okay? Just like here, where'd this n come from? Well, there's numbers there, okay? Right now, we see square root all the time, so we always just write down square root. We don't put a number here. This means x to the 1/2 power, okay? Now look at this. This is a 5 here. Okay, this is a 5. That 5 literally means the 5th root of x. So we read this as the 5th root of x. Okay? So, for example, the 5th root of 32 is 2, because 2 to the power of 5 is 32. Okay? So, how do I write this with a fractional exponent? Well, the power is 1. We don't need to see that. So that's x. And then the fraction is 1 over 5. So it's x to the 1/5 power. Okay. All right, remember, on your calculator, you always see that symbol. Because it's so common, we just call it square root. Okay? But now here, notice this calculator has a cube root symbol right there. So that means the 3rd root. And now this calculator you see in yellow there, okay, that is the xth root. So if I want any root, if I want the 10th root of 1,000,000, I can just type it in. Okay? All right. So, how am I going to write this out using exponents only? Okay, rational exponents. So x is the base, and now I need a fraction. Okay? So, the denominator is the 4, because that is the root. And then the numerator is the 3, because that is the power. So we have 3 over 4. Okay? Yeah, so this one is x to the fraction is 2 over 7. This is the power. That is the root. Power, root. Okay? Now I can go in the other direction. I can convert this 1/6 root, the 1/6th power. The 1/6th power, I can convert it to radical symbols. Okay, we can change it to our radical symbols. So we're going to convert these to radicals. Okay, radicals can mean anything. You know, the 3rd root, the 4th root, the 5th root. Okay, so the radicals can be the nth root. Okay, So this is the root. So you're going to put your square root symbol down. Okay? And we're going to have a number right here. Now if it's a 2, we don't need to put it in there. But everything else we need to put in there. Okay? And then, so this is a 6. This is the root. So there's a 6 that goes right there. And then it's x to the power of 1. You can put a 1 there. That's fine. But when you see it on a paper, you're not going to see a 1 there. Okay? But there's nothing wrong with you putting a 1 there. That's so I do this the same way. So it is the 8th root of x to the power of 1. If you want to put the 1 there, you can put the 1 there. It doesn't matter. But you know, on my paper, on the homework, if you see, you're not going to see a 1 there. You're just going to see the 8th root of x. There's no power of 1. You're not going to see it. Okay. All right, so here we're just doing the exact same thing. Your 5 goes right. This is the 5. 5 goes right there. And then it's x. And then here's your 2. Okay. Try to keep things color coordinated. Okay. Good. All right, and then it's all done the same way. Write your radical symbol nice and large. Make a nice gap in here. So that's right, the 6 goes right there. Here's the 6. That's right, and then the 5 is on the inside. That is the power of x. That is the power for the x to the power of 5. There, that's it. So in your homework, you're going to see converting, radical symbols to exponents, and then exponents to radical symbols. And then we can do now we can do all of our other work. Oh my God, what do I do? How do I simplify? Look, the very, very first thing in order to simplify, we cannot simplify when our expressions are in this format. We're in radical format. We have to convert these to exponents. So we're not seeing any radicals. So that's right, how do I write this? Right, there's a 1 here. Told you, you're not going to see the 1. So this is x to the 1/3 power times, how do I write this out? That's right, it's x to the 3/4 power. Oh my God, what do I do now? Well, aren't these like bases? That's right, we have to add exponents. That's all. It's an exercise in adding exponents. So it's x to the power of, and I just have to add up my exponents. Oh my goodness, I have to add, well, guess what? If you have a good calculator, your calculator can add fraction for you. Okay, it's that simple. Your calculator can add fractions for you. Okay, so if not, you have to do it by hand. So all right, we have the common denominator is of 12. So we're going to multiply this one by a 4, this by a 3. So I know my denominator is 12. So I have 4 plus 9 is 13. And then we're done. Okay, or type it into your calculator. You can easily add and subtract fractions in your calculator. Okay. On this calculator here, I have an ABC button. So all I have to do is do 1 ABC 3, so there's my fraction 1/3, plus 3 ABC 4. There's my fraction 3/4. I hit equal, and it gives me this mixed number, and now I like them as improper fractions, so that's that DC button right there. So shift DC, 13/12. Get yourself a nice calculator. If you downloaded that Calculator X on your phone, you can easily do this. It's just like the graphing calculator. Well, this is a big ugly mess. So what? Take care of the top, take care of the bottom. What's the top going to be? Well, x to the 4th. There's nothing to do there. Times, that's right, how do I write this out? That's x to the 2/3. Right. 3 is the denominator, 2 is the exponent, the power. So 2/3. All right. Oh, there's nothing showing there. I don't know what to put. What number is it? That's right. It's called square root. It's a 2. We don't put a 2 here. Okay? But if you need to, you put your own 2 there. So this is x to the 3 over 2 times, that's right, that's 3 over 4, x to the 3 over 4. Okay? Well, you know you have to add fractions and subtract fractions. That's right. When we multiply, we have to add fractions, and then when we divide, we have to subtract. Well, then you know what? Why don't we just get the common denominator right now? I'm going to convert these all right now to a common denominator. Or am I going to do that? I'm going to do my work over here. I got more work to do. So right now, folks, just an exercise of adding and subtracting fractions. That's it. Okay? Let's see. My denominators are a 2, a 3, and a 4. So that's right. We're going to use 12 as a common denominator. So I'm going to multiply this one top and bottom by a 4. This top and bottom by a 6. This top and bottom by a 3. That's right. Going to multiply top and bottom by a 12. So I have x to the 48 over 12 times x to the 8 over 12 over x to the 18 over 12 times x to the 9 over 12. My suggestion is take care of the top, take care of the bottom, then we do our subtractions. So on the top we have an x to the 48 plus 8, that's an 8, is 56 over 12. And then I have an x to the 17 over 12. All right, now we have to subtract. That's right. When we do our subtraction, we always want positive exponents, no negative exponents. So that's right. We always have to do the big minus the small. Which fraction is larger, 56 over 12 or 17 over 12? That's right, 56 over 12. So our answer is going to be on top. If you want to put a fraction line, you can. All you're going to be doing is underlining your answer. So we're going to have on top whatever 56 minus 17 is. Oh, yeah, I got a calculator for that. 56 minus 17 is 39. So I have 39 over 12. We did 56 over 12 minus 17 over 12. And we put the answer on top. Now, the only thing is we got to reduce. Is there a number that goes into 39 and 12? Actually, there is. 3 can go into both. So we have a final, 3 can go into both. So 3 goes into there, 13. 3 goes into 12, 4. So we have a final answer of x to the 13 over 4. Okay? That's our final answer. Gotta always reduce your fractions when we're done. Okay? All right. I got a little messy on these, so I just rewrote them on the last page. So, by the way, don't freak out. All we did was we converted them to exponents, and then we followed our rules. Multiplying, added exponents. Dividing, we subtracted exponents. So we got common denominators, we added, and then we subtracted the exponents. Okay, that's all it is. All right. So here, these right here, we don't have to change them to radicals and do our work. That's crazy. You can't do it that way. We just do our operations. Looks like here I'm multiplying like bases. That's right, we just add the exponents. I don't care that this is a negative. We'll worry about it when we're all done. If we have a negative answer, we know where it goes. So right now we just got to add up these fractions. You know what? I'm going to type it into my calculator. So I got a 2ABC3 plus 3ABC5 minus 1ABC6. I have the calculator. I'm going to use it. I hope you guys have a calculator that can do fractions. Hit equal. I got 1 1/10. You know what? I want that as a mixed as an improper fraction. So there we go, 11 over 10. So this big ugly mess is x to the 11 over 10 power. That's it. Type it right into your calculator. There's no excuse for you not to have a calculator for this. Okay? All I did was added my exponents. Multiplying like bases, add exponents. Okay? That's all you're doing. Type it right into your calculator. Okay? I'll show the work on this one. All right, so we're adding, right, we're multiplying like bases. We got to add exponents, and then over here we're going to divide. So I'm going to take care of the top, then we'll worry about the subtraction. We'll take care of the top, take care of the bottom, then we'll worry about the subtraction. Again, I want common denominators. That's right. What's showing there? It's a 1. So let's see. 3, 5, and 6, it looks like 30 will be the common denominator. So I have to multiply this top and bottom by a 6, this top and bottom by a 10, this top and bottom by a 5, and this is 30 over 30. So, right, we're adding. So this is x. All right, so this is a 12 over 30. All right, this is 10 over 30. And this is, we got that 30 over 30, so this is 25 over 30. So what do we have on top? We have 22 over 30. And on the bottom here, we have 55 over 30. So x to the 55 over 30. All right, now, which exponent's larger? Right, your denominator is larger. Okay, so now we have to subtract. Okay, we have to subtract. Okay, now we are subtracting, but which one do we write down first? That's right, the 55 has to get written down first. So it is going to be 1 on top, then we have x in the denominator. So then we have, right, 55 over 30 minus 22 over 30, so that is 33 over 30. Okay, now you just have to reduce our fraction. So it's 1 over, right, we can divide everything by 3, 11 over 10. That's it. So once you converted your radicals to fractional exponents, we just followed rules, our old rules. Multiplying like bases, we added exponents. Dividing like bases, we subtracted exponents. That's all we did. Up here, we added exponents. We typed it into our calculator. You could do this in your calculator. Type in the top, write down your fraction. Type in the bottom, write down your fraction, then subtract the exponents. Okay? That's all we did. Subtracted exponents. Added and subtracted. Okay.